following program is rated NAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
I just want an opportunity to sit here. Yo, man, it takes me like 2 weeks to get a 5 o'clock shadow, man. I'm saying.
You always run late.
Always, man. Always.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, it's your man, Ruben, in the house once again. Yes, I am still with my folks. So, yeah, still convalescing.
Parts known.
Not everybody know where I'm at. But yeah, still convalescing, but still bringing you what we always bring you on a Sunday night. And of course, always, my man, my mellow, my cuz, AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Oh, man. Like, first of all, there are a lot of blessings in this world, right? You know, of course, the blessing to wake up to see another day, you know, the blessing, you know, to be able to have food on your table and eat, you know, that you can do what you do. The one, you know, what they say, God doesn't give you more than you can't handle, right?
Yes.
So like this foot situation, bro, I've seen exactly maybe 2 hours of outside since this issue. But on a positive note, it's hot as a mother out there. It is hot.
It is.
And I mean, look, just because your boy worked outside at a camp at 100-degree weather, that don't mean your boy like it. So like,
this weather's different though, bro. I mean,
yeah, this is some extra spicy stuff. And then on top of it, I feel like I'm in Florida because I feel like every other day it thunderstorms for like 25 hours, and then it goes back to 99 degrees again, and I'm just like, bruh, like, Moko, does a crib have central AC? Bro, this ain't the Flintstones, man. Hell, you got central AC. What? Come on, Moko.
I think that's a backhanded way to say why you complaining.
I mean, no. Well, I wasn't complaining. I was basically saying.
I realize that, but I'm just saying it might be a backhanded way of saying it.
I understand that. But basically, I was just like, you know, once again, yeah, this foot thing sucks. But you know what? I ain't got to be out and all that. So, like, you know, when one door closes, another door opens. That's the way I'm taking it. You know? So Wednesday is, I call D-Day, decision day. I go see my doc. Lets me know if this wound vac comes off. Because this wound vac comes off, open up the cage, baby. Fly like a something. I
Eagle.
refuse to mention that. We don't talk about that. We don't like them.
You don't talk about Eagles?
We don't like them. They in Philly. They can stay there. So
we're talking about the bird, bro. We're not talking about the team.
Hey, man, same thing. So yeah, I find out if they take this wound vac off me on Wednesday, or I got to keep it up for another like 2 weeks. So, you know, T&Ps, man, T&Ps. Trying to get this wound vac off. But other than that, man, no, it's been chilling, man. You know, it's kind of, I've never really shown what it looks like. It's show and tell time, Dad. See, this is one of those things.
I have a song called Show and Tell. No, Show and Tell. Now, that's not Teddy Pendergrass. It was Show and Tell. That's the game I play when I want to say.
I don't know that.
Bruh, somebody knows this, man.
Yep, see, look, Caviaco. Yep, same thing. F them birds.
Man, yeah, we're
That's
talking
right,
about the actual bird. The bird that represents this country, the bald eagle, not the eagles.
So, this is the device, right? It won't do anything.
On focus.
So. Well, because I got the
maybe
blur
people
on
don't
the
want to
back.
see the blood in it right now.
Well, that's the blood part. Yeah. Can't say I never show you nothing.
This is what he chooses to share.
Hey, man, we share everything on this show, man. So yeah, man. So basically, I found out if I'm wearing that for another 2 weeks or not. Because pretty much if I'm not, I'm probably going back to work next week. If I am.
For a while?
Yeah, I saw. So the boot that I have, I can see toes. I ain't trying to do that, even though I'll have socks or whatever on. So I saw Amazon, first of all. Every bad thing I ever said about Amazon, my bad. I take it off.
I never know you just complained about Amazon before. What did you say?
I don't remember what I said, but I'm pretty sure I said something bad about it back in the day. I say bad about a whole bunch of shit. So I looked at Amazon, bro. They got the boot with the full. It looks like a shoe. So I got.
Okay, no one can hear you. I think
What?
I don't know if your internet connection is bad. It's not the microphone. It's just I think the internet connection might be a little.
You got me now?
Yes, there we go.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I was moving around too, so no, they got the shoe, like it covers, so it looks like a shoe, so your feet don't stick out. It's like $22 or something.
Okay, I mean, so like, is it a special shoe or like? I mean, what do you
Well, it's
say
like-
is a shoe?
So, cause like the boot, it's like, it's not like I don't have the big like hard rubber boot thing.
I see. That's what I thought that you had, it's a soft
nah.
cast instead of a soft cast. You got the boot.
Nah. It's
Okay.
just a soft shoe that
Okay.
like if you mess up your feet, like they give it to you at Patient First or whatever.
Okay, I see.
But, because basically I won't be able to wear tennis shoes. I won't be able to wear my shoes. But they do have a shoe that looks like, it's almost like, the sandal that you wear out, but it covers the foot. So
Okay.
the top of the feet.
Yeah.
So it's like $21. So once I find out what the deal is, I'm going to get that and be like, that way I can at least wear shoes,
Yes.
and I don't look like Ronald McDonald or whatever. Stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. I mean, also, I'm giving myself IV every day.
Mhm.
So I'll find out if I still got to do that on Wednesday as well. Simply because, like, if I don't have to do that anymore, that's awesome. Because that's like an hour. That's literally like an hour out of my day.
And that's just antibiotics, right?
Yeah. And then they got to take this nice little thing out my arm. They probably won't do that this week, but, apparently it takes like 10 minutes, whatever. But yeah, man. So, yeah, Wednesday is decision day,
Okay.
So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll be more excited after, So, yeah. Other than that, I'm just
Well, the
watching
question-
everybody sweat themselves to death.
The question I have, sir, is how are you enjoying that home cooking from Aunt Shirley?
That's a hard question to ask.
It is?
Because, like, nah, man, it's good. Like, cause mom and dad cook. So, like,
Oh man,
You know.
both of them. That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah. Like, yo, bro, I had fried pork chops like 2 weeks in a row.
Oh
I-
man.
I don't cook fried pork chops. I ain't cooked pork in forever. Them joints were slamming. I was killing them joints. I just had 2 pieces. I've been watching my intake and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, man, they fried up some chicken. I was like,
Ooh. Hello.
my God.
So how are y'all enjoying each other?
No, man, it's good, man. It's just like, when it's all said and done, like, they're here to support and all that, but I try to stay out of their way. Like, really, I'm here and I'm not, like, mom's like, fix the bed. You know what? Word. She told me a couple times. I fix the bed, before she didn't say anything now, you know. I make sure I clear up behind myself, you know. I got like 3, you know, in the house. I got where I'm at right now, the dining room. That's where the Xbox is, on a TV that my little brother hooked me up with temporarily. Thanks, sir. So I can play NCAA football. Play that a lot. And then the kitchen table is where I eat and I do my IV stuff. Excuse me. And nurses come 2 times a week.
Okay.
Change up my foot, and excuse me, and all that. So I mean, yeah, man, I'm doing doing less than 1,000 steps a day. I got exercises to do to keep my legs strong and stuff like that. So I mean, every once in a while I walk outside and get a little bit of vitamin D, you know, and then realize it's too damn hot and walk my ass back in, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited, you know. I like to go outside to make sure that people still dance outside, you know. So
the people
good.
still dance. What does that mean?
Oh, you don't get the reference, man. Oh, that's a great movie reference.
It's a what?
So it's a great movie reference, man. Ant-Man 2.
I barely remember that movie.
Oh man, Ant-Man 2, man. At the end, when he gets the thing off his ankle, the ankle monitor off, he looks at Agent Wu, is like, do they still dance outside?
Okay.
Just like from Footloose. Do they still dance? Oh, it's great. Now, I've said that to a couple of people, man, and like some people get the references. It's awesome. It's awesome when they get the reference. It's like, oh yeah,
that's that movie. I saw that movie one time when it came out.
Oh man, Ant-Man 2 is great.
I agree, but still, I mean, it's been so long.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Like today, I took the trash to the dumpster, man, before it started raining, and then it started raining. So that was awesome. Yeah, man. I get a little bit of outside time, but you know, when you don't have to, you don't.
Understood.
You know. So, but I am excited to get back outside and stuff. My, like I said last week, my appetite's back, which is good. That's the hard. That was really the hard part, because you know, 8 days in the hospital, man, destroys your appetite completely.
What's it about being in the hospital that destroys your appetite?
Well, so I don't know if I went over this a couple weeks ago, but the problem is I'm a diabetic. I'm a type 2 diabetic. Awesome. You know, we all know I'm a type 2 diabetic. Clearly the hospital didn't. Or at least the cafeteria didn't. I was on a regular food diet. Because my sugar, so they ended up giving me 1 shot of insulin when I was in. And it was like, yeah, if it goes over 180, we got to give you an insulin shot. And I was at 182, and I was like, never again.
I just continue to ask this question. Y'all continue to tell me this is how it is, but I don't know how someone can be in a whole hospital and not know this information and execute the plan. How does this even happen, man?
I don't know.
It just seems like elementary stuff to me. I just don't understand. Like, they got a whole chart. They have your medical history at their disposal. How do they not know these things?
Reading is fundamental, bro.
Well, they gotta read. They're nurses and they're doctors. I mean,
but the food people don't be. I guess they figured since I was under, I could eat normal food.
When is that going to be?
Here's the problem. Well, here's the problem with that, right? And no, I can't eat normal food. But the problem with that is, when I eat normal food and I'm not on any medication, my sugar's gonna go up.
That's my thing. They don't know that. Only in America, buddy. Only in America.
Man, it doesn't matter which hospital I go in. All hospitals are the same.
And I said America.
All of them. I mean, because I'm not on any diabetic medication, because my A1C is 5.6, bro.
Nice. I mean, you only get below 7.
5.6 means that I'm not a diabetic, even though my sugar's high.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm a freak, man. I'm a genetic freak, and I'm fat. So I don't know how all that happens together.
Is that what we're doing now?
I mean, you know,
Find a way to put that in.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me. That ain't me, but you know, I do what I can. But yeah, man. So, nah, man. Right, same thing, man. Here, I'm just watching what I eat. Eating a lot of protein.
Okay.
Protein goes straight to the wound.
Like
He
fried
helps
pork
heal
chops?
that. Huh?
Like fried pork chops?
Bruh, fried pork
No.
chops, man.
Man, you made me want to go to the store right now. Hook that up.
Man, you make me want to learn how to cook that in my house. What are you talking about? I might just.
Well, I'm surprised you don't know how. I mean, growing up in that household, how do you not know how?
I went through a long time without eating pork. Like pork. I mean, I ate bacon and ham, but like pork.
I mean,
I just didn't eat it for a long time.
everything you just named was pork.
I understand. No, I'm talking about like pork loin or other parts of the pig other than the ham and the bacon. And then the only thing I really eat, I would say consistently, is bacon. And that inconsistent means like 2 to 3 times a week. Because I really just don't partake in the swine. Not for any particular reason. It's just I don't. I like chicken. So,
Okay.
but I've started to, you know, I'm sorry. I started to, you know, introduce pork back in. I've done some pork loin before, which is dope. You know, stuff like that. It's good. I'm getting back into it. Now, I'm about to get back into frying. Maybe I'll fry like once a week. Because I don't think I just don't mentally think I can fry more than once a week. You know, just because, you know, I do a lot of not frying. So there should be
A lot of not frying.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I do a lot of air fry stuff and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like using like grease and stuff, there's nothing wrong with it. I personally just hate the GD cleanup. The cleanup is a pain in the ass.
Well, it's not bad if you do it as you go.
True, but I'm lazy as shit. So, but we're working on that. I mean,
You have mentioned that many times on this show.
bro, we're working on that. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress,
Bro.
But we'll
Are you
see.
sure it's a work in progress or is this something you need to do?
It's a work in progress because I don't have to fry food. I've gone a long time without frying,
Understood.
but I ain't gonna front. I like French fries. That like tater tots are my weakness. Oh my god.
That's everybody's weakness, man.
And nah, man, fries are some people, but tater tots, bro. I'm trying to learn how to make them joints in my house. Like
That's
myself.
a lot of trouble.
I know, and I don't think it's worth it when I just go buy a bag for like $2.30.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because honestly, the first batch is much more trouble in time, money than but after that, it's cheap because you can make thousands of them and freeze them.
But I'd like to make like, I know this is almost sound real fat right now, but I want to make like a ball of like a tater tot ball, like maybe like 10 of them, and you only eat like 2 or 3 in a sitting. Oh man, bro, like
I mean, that's a big back decision for sure. But at the same time, it's like,
yeah, that's a fat decision, straight up.
I'm just saying, man, this is like tater tots and French fries. Sometimes it doesn't feel worth it, but once you get it, like once you understand you have to blanch it, then you suck a double fry. But you really have to have that deep fryer, as far as I'm concerned, though.
Yeah, the deep fry. It's something about it, man. I enjoy it, but I know I can't have it a lot. So, let me see, Kibiako, that house Autry fried chicken bread they used be hitting.
Man, he said nothing but a word.
That's exactly.
I mean, you can make your own. Don't get me wrong, but for real, if you're in a pinch, yo,
bro, I asked Dad. I was like, "What's in these pork chops?" He was like, "You know, salt and pepper." I was like, "Shut up." It tastes like
you didn't use any
bread.
breading? Wow.
That's how you know. That's how you know people can cook, man. They just put salt and pepper and shit, and it tastes like you bought it from the stove.
Hey, man.
It is awesome.
Ain't nothing like it, buddy.
Yeah, but the truth.
From scratch.
Yeah. What about you, man? How you been doing?
It's been busy, man. I'm behind in a lot of ways, but I've been doing the stuff I need to do. So, I just can't seem to catch up sometimes, but I'm catching up. I had Grandpa duty yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
How old are they?
3.
I bet you are tired as hell.
Actually, I caught it late because I was asleep when all this went down. I woke up and there's a grandkid at the place. I'm like, what's up, player? I had bad breath and everything. It was like, what's up, man? So yeah, we kind of spent some time here and then went out to BJ's. First time pushing a cart with a kid in it. Not bad.
Get the grandkid to BJ's, bro.
Hey, man.
Well, at least you ain't taking them to Walmart.
Walmart that's an interesting place. I think that's a little bit too much stimulation for that kid right now.
Bro, it's stimulation for 18 to 25-year-olds.
Bruh.
Much less children.
But don't get me wrong, I love Walmart. I don't have a problem with Walmart because at the end of the day, they give me food for cheaper. That's all I got. I mean,
look,
if food is cheaper, this food's cheaper.
Put on the Bluetooth headphones, bro. Me and Walmart good in there.
Well, see, I don't have to do that anymore because I went out and got Walmart Plus. Dope.
You don't even go inside Walmart no more.
Bruh. I used it for the first time. I think it was week before last. And because it's like I wasn't thinking, and I asked Lauren and said, "Look, would you go out and get this, that, blah, blah, blah?" And she wasn't feeling it, and it was hot and all that. I said, "Wait a minute. We got Walmart Plus." I put
they brought it to your house?
Huh?
They brought it to your house, or did you go pick it up?
Same day. I ordered it about like 10 o'clock before I left for work at 1 because I had to go to your house. I had left for work at 1, and I had gotten an email when I was right out of the complex, and I got an email, and they said they delivered it. And so when I got to work, I said, "Did they really deliver that?" "Yeah. I mean, right after you left, there it was." And the only thing is you have to look out for is if it's an order under $35, it'll charge you $10. But
if
honestly,
it's over 35?
Huh?
If it's over 35?
If it's over 35, it is what it is. It's almost like you go to Walmart. You pay your taxes, you pay...
What is it, $15 extra a month?
Well, I paid for the year because I caught it on a sale. Because they're trying to compete with Amazon, so they'll give you...
you get Paramount Plus with that for free, right?
Well, that doesn't matter to me because I already have Paramount Plus. I was just trying to get in for half price. So $48. Because they're trying to compete with Amazon for a year. The next year is the regular $99. But I will say this, between convenience and... No, there's no and. Convenience. It's like, bro, I don't even have to set foot in there.
So you're telling me
they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I can take my lazy game up to another level.
Yes. Because a lady at work turned me on to it, and she's all about it. And I've seen her order stuff or whatever it was, and she broke it down for me. She says you have 2 or 3 times a year where you can get your stuff within the hour. They have lots of options they have different options you can pay for. Like $5 is within 3 hours. $10 is within 2 hours, stuff like that. If you don't really care when it gets here, you can just choose that and it's all free. The only thing it'll cost you is, like I said, $35. Under any orders under $35, they're going to charge you $10. But if it's something you really need and you don't have time, bruh. And they bring in for real groceries, man. I got eggs. I got some peanut butter, but whatever was on the list, most of it was food. And some of it was some laundry stuff that we needed. And I'm like, this is amazing. So, because usually what will happen is we go to BJ's first and then we go to Walmart last or Kroger, wherever it is. Now it's just like we just go to BJ's for what we need. And a lot of this stuff is just happening on Walmart Plus.
Walmart Plus, I might check that out.
I mean, look, man, especially someone in your position in the, right now in your life where you're not as mobile as you're going to be. I'm telling you, Walmart Plus and between Walmart Plus and Amazon, you'll never have to leave the house. Or if you have Instacart or something like that, literally never have to leave the house. They got it hardwired to the point to where you could be afraid to interact with people and you would never starve.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like I said, man, it's just like I'm telling you, man, it's like if you're hankering for something in the middle of the night, Grubhub, DoorDash, if the restaurant's open, you're golden.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm just letting you know that you
No. The Grubhub, DoorDash, man, that cost price, I can't do it.
I
But
hear what you're
Walmart,
saying.
different.
I
Walmart
hear
is
what
different.
I hear what you're saying. But what I'm telling you is, if you don't care, because a lot of the young guys don't care because this is what they grew up with. However, if you don't care, bruh,
I like my money.
I have not got screwed on the substitutions yet. I almost did. But I'm like, still, if they give you a substitution for something, I'm like, at least I didn't have to get out in that heat.
Word life. I said word life. Yeah, but substitution, my brother had it, and they make dumb substitutions like Italian dressing for ranch dressing.
Yeah,
You could just tell no substitutions.
You can, but if you do that, you're running the risk of not getting anything. And I think that's what people are afraid of. I just generally try to go, like, if it's something that doesn't matter, I'll get great value. I'll try to do that.
Yeah.
They make it obvious to you that this might happen. It didn't happen to me the last time. Good on me, but I'm just, look.
$48 for the year. That's a deal. I might see if I can find that joint.
I'm telling you, man,
Might be
between
too late.
gas money and your convenience, it's like, why not?
Lazy. God, man, the lazy factor is strong in this one.
Well, I hear you. Well, all I'm saying is I can keep my wife and I out of the heat. And if it's something like on the go and you don't have time, I mean, sometimes you just don't have time, but you really need this stuff, and I'll bring it to the door, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's there when you get there. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely. So if it's something perishable like cheese or any kind of dairy or something like that,
I wouldn't do that.
But if you order it before the cutoff, like say you order it at 10 o'clock at night, you're golden. By the time I get home, it's still decent. It's still going to be good. So I get home, get the box, bring it in, I'm good. So like I said, man, I mean, just to let you know, Walmart Plus is no joke. I remember when it was a joke. It's not a joke anymore. Like I said, Amazon's not really good with food. Walmart's excellent with food because they're kind of a grocery store.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's real, man. It's real.
All right, I have to check that out. Everybody out there, listen to AG. He be spitting that good fire. So let's get into the topic today. The topic's an interesting topic, and it has preference. Like, there's a reason why I brought this up. So, unfortunately, last week, Hulk Hogan passed away. Hulk Hogan was a complicated person, to say the least. If you were alive if you were a child when you first saw him, you might have been a Hulkamaniac, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, do good in school, 23-inch pythons, all that. The cartoons, the lunch boxes, everything. Then he went to WCW. He became Hollywood Hogan. Yeah, he turned heel as a child growing up, being an adult. Coolest shit ever. Blah, blah, blah. Love the NWO. All that. Then comes back to WWE. Does the NWO thing again against The Rock. Eventually does go back to the red and yellow Hulkamania thing. Ripping off his shirt, not doing that because I'm fat, stuff like that. And then the video of him talking about his daughter dating a black person happens. And he uses words that he should not have used. And, a lot of people I condemn him for that. I'm not even gonna front. Like that hurt. Not to the point, like a lot of people are like, oh my God, Hulk Hogan's a racist. But yeah, I'm not that deep into that, but there are some people who were and are, like whatever. And so, he had to do some gymnastics, as it were, to kind of get back in good grace with WWE. More importantly, to get back in good graces with the African American talent in WWE. because they pretty much shaded him, in which he deserved. I mean, you know. So the question of the day is, you know, and I said it one way, then I got a little pushback, so I changed it another way, which is kind of, I think, more, you know. Is there a difference in forgiving someone when they are alive or dead? Is there a time limit, and it must be done for it to be true forgiveness? And let me explain that. Like, you know, you hear, I may forget, but I don't forget. You may hear, F that dude, I ain't gonna never forgive you. For whatever reason. It don't have to be Hulk Hogan. It could be family members. It could be friends. It could be the dude on the street that you don't like his face. Like, whatever. Like, you know, and I'm not really trying to get all religious about it, because everybody doesn't partake the same thing. So it's more about what you think. Now, if what you think is part of what you read, that's one thing. Yeah, I'm not going to stay here and bash you for that. But, you know, is there a time where forgiveness is too late, or it's not quick enough, or it's too quick, or whatever? Like, or does forgiveness even matter? AG, like, what do you think?
Well, yes, forgiveness matters, but it is 100% an internal thing. It doesn't affect anything that happens externally. And it doesn't mean, because it's a dichotomy, it doesn't mean that you have to continue to build a relationship with said thing or person. It means that if you don't forgive this person, that it's going to affect you in ways in which are usually not very productive. It's just not. So, like, if I harbored resentment towards every girl that ever broke my heart for no apparent reason, then there's no way I could be in the moment I'm in. You just can't do it. You're carrying too much baggage. If you've had, like, I know a big one is mommy or daddy issues, abandonment, all those things. It starts with forgiving the person that did you harm. But what it doesn't mean, and what it doesn't require, is that you continue, like, you're not obligated to continue to get punched in the mouth. You're not. If someone hurts your feelings, it's like, okay, I'm good. We're good. You can walk away from that person and never talk to them again. You don't have to, like, continue to be friends. That's stupid. I don't want to be your friend. But what I'm not going to do is carry around all this pain and hurt and harbor it and let it fester, so it affects the next good thing, which turns it into something mediocre or something that was the one that got away. So you have to be able to look something really hurtful in the face and create your own closure. Because the thing that you're looking in the face does not have the spiritual wherewithal, the emotional wherewithal to give you what you need, which is, I'm sorry. That rarely happens. So you have to say, you know what? This happened. We're all good. I'm over it, and I'm going to stay over it. Now, what you say after that is completely up to you, and you're good. So it's like, hey, you know what? I know this happened. We're all good. Whatever. I don't ever want to see you again. Or not even say it at all. Just let nature take its course, which is, I really don't want to see you ever again. Then to answer your question about the posthumous part, again, forgiveness is an internal thing. You don't have, the person that hurt you, if they get killed or they die, you don't have to let that person take a portion of you with them to the grave. Again, they are really not able to help you at that point. They're dead. There's nothing they can do for you. But that doesn't mean that you have to let them steal a part of your soul to never get it back. So, do the work you need to do to be well with the bad situation and to heal from it, learn from it, and then keep it moving. So it doesn't matter whether that person is alive or dead. It doesn't. It matters that you're alive, you remember, you need to deal with these things. Because I promise you, you're creating the same thing that you're trying to escape in another person because you're not right. Because hurt people hurt people. And that's the other big thing. That's my last thing about it. It's like hurt people. And that's what I mean by this. If you haven't forgiven whatever has happened to you, chances are you are turning into the monster that you're condemning. Most people that have like daddy issues can sometimes be the worst parents, can sometimes never be parents because they don't understand how to treat people at all, or have a relationship that could be a great relationship, but you purposely keep this person at arm's length and all the things that go on with people that are hurt because you didn't deal with all your crap. Starting with the fact that you didn't get to the place where you could forgive another person and move on. So there are so many huge reasons and life-changing reasons why people need to understand forgiveness and also not be duped into thinking that there's an obligation past forgiveness. There's not. If the person in question or the entity in question has hurt you to the point to where it's damaged you and you work to get to the point to where you've forgiven this person or entity, that's all you owe them because that's all you owe yourself. Like Target's a great example to me because Target hurt a lot of people. Now, I'm not going to sit around and harbor resentment because that grows into a cancer. You just don't want that. So I'm good with Target. Everything is cool. But I'm not going back because a betrayal is a betrayal and I already know who you are. But what I'm not doing is sitting around talking about you every day or caring about what you do. I already know who you are. I don't need a front row seat to that. So then Target's gonna like, come back, black people, please. No, we good. I mean, I do miss your carts, for real. I mean, some of the women that broke my heart, I do miss the pussy. Pussy good. However, I'm like, am I gonna talk to you ever again? No, it's awful. You are not good enough to make the pussy worth anything. The carts aren't good enough to make me come back into that store. And and Lauren and I were out when we were out Saturday, and I picked a horrible cart going into Kroger. And I told her about it. And I was like, see, these are the moments. These are the moments where I wish I could go to Target. But again, the pussy ain't worth it, man. The juice is not worth the squeeze, baby. It's just not.
You can send Lauren in a Target for you.
Huh?
You could just send Lauren in a Target for you.
Man, I'm married to a white woman that's been married to a black man too long. She will not go to Target ever.
Wow.
In fact, she's been married to me so long. She was talking to our grandkid, and they was talking about something. She said, "Yeah, I respect the hustle." That's when you know you've been married to a black man way too long. And so I was,
respect the hustle.
Man, bruh. So she gets so mad, man, bro. Target will never see her white ass again, ever. But at the same time, I try to tell her, I say, hey, you ain't gotta be mad. Just don't go back. Because that anger will eat at you. It will eat at you, and it will cause everything in your orbit to be just a little less and a little less and a little less.
Yeah.
All that energy and anger that you're putting out, all that energy and resentment that you're putting out. Please stop. And I'm not saying it's easy either. That's the other thing people think, like when you forgive somebody that you automatically a new person. Nah. You're not. You're on the path to being healthier. And one day you'll get there. But it all starts with, you know what? It is what it is. I forgive you. And you ain't got to say it to that person, because a lot of times you don't get that opportunity. You have to say it to yourself and be like, hey, it happened. It hurt me, but I'm not going to let this just be a cancer. And so I'm going to keep it moving. And I'm going to stay out of that situation or stay away from that person or all the things. But it's important, and it doesn't have a time limit, because the time limit is you. You're the time. You're the clock, and you don't have all day. Because I promise you, it will jack your life up, and you're going to be the one. It'll be your fault. Don't nobody care about your feelings but you. And the person that has been killing you is going to continue to do the things that killed you. And while you waiting for them to apologize, that's crazy. Stop it.
Like Mocha Cowboy's like, I'm not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on, I can't believe you.
Well,
yeah.
And eventually it has to become a matter of fact. It has to be like, I'm not upset that I can't believe you. I'm just not going to believe you. It's just like, whatever. I'm definitely going to verify. If I have to deal with you, I'm going to verify. And if you get mad, I'm going to tell you why. I don't trust you. I'm not mad at you no more. Don't be mad at me. But if you're mad at me, that's a personal problem. I don't like you. I forgive you, but I don't like you.
I mean, same here, man. It's fun. I used to hold grudges when I was younger and dumber, and stuff like that. And, I didn't really get into my grudge holding phase until I was like 19, 20. That's when I actually realized, nah, Ruben, sometimes you're an asshole. Like, that's when I realized that I was that sometimes, and the first thing I did learn is, like, I get it, man. People do things to you. But the first thing you got to do is you got to make sure that pot kettle, baby, and you got to forgive yourself. Because now, just because you forgive yourself, that doesn't make you any less wrong. But, if you don't understand what you have done and what you have possibly done and what could have possibly happened, there's no room for growth. And so there are a lot of times, well, not even a lot, I'm not going to say a lot, but there are some things I've done in the past where, look back at that, that's probably one of the smartest thing, and some people have left and went upstairs. Some people stay here, and, the only thing I can do is, one, learn of my ignorance and teach myself that, hey, Ruben, that ignorance does not fly. And you need to be a better person for that. Some I'll never be able to basically be like, I'm sorry. I'm a douchebag. Please forgive me type of deal. But, what I can do is, what? I need to realize that it's got to be a learning experience, And sometimes you just realize that, hey, when you realize that you a dumbass, you got to come to that thought that, hey, Ruben, sometimes you're a dumbass, and this shit's your fault. And when it's your fault, if you can't own up to it with that person, at the very least, you need to own up to it with yourself, and to make yourself a better person. Like you said, there are times where you are not going to ever be able to be like, talk to them and be like, look, I'm sorry about how I treated you or what I did or whatever, because you can't. But at least, you've taken that experience and attempted to learn from it to be a better person. So you don't take that into other situations. And plus, even, I'm not the most squeaky clean person ever, but I'm also not like the devil. So like, I've done my dirt unnecessarily, and I shouldn't have done it. And some of that dirt will haunt me until I pass away. But all I can do now is try to be a better person, and use that experience. So yeah, man, like there's a whole Like, do I carry it? I think you carry some of it. However, you shouldn't carry. My opinion is when you should not carry a full load of it. You can carry some, because that some makes it a reminder of what not to do or not to be. As far as Hulk Hogan goes, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say it. I wasn't shocked or surprised, because I kind of was. But, I mean, me forgiving Hulk Hogan for that is like me forgiving somebody for stepping on my PB&J back in like the second grade. Like, whatever. It ain't doing nothing for me. We just gonna move on. But I'll say peace to the Hulkster, because right now there's only one judge, jury, execution, and that's the man upstairs. And he has decided it was his time, and he has decided where he is going. And you can only hope that he's up there floating in the sky with the rest of with everybody else. But yeah, as far as forgiving people, we just got to make sure we do our best not to put ourselves in a position in which we do dumb things to create a forgiveness thing. But more importantly, you got to make sure that you're humble enough to understand that, yeah, you might have effed up, or they might have effed up. And sometimes you got to realize that you just can't be like, man, I ain't never talked to you no more because you did this, that, and that. I mean, the only person who's carrying that baggage is you. And until you go through, get it out of your system and do what you need to do, hopefully peacefully and with yourself, you will not be able to grow. You will not be able to move on. Like AG said, if I had a grudge against every girl that I dated or was with, it still wouldn't be that big, but it'd keep me from doing anything. Because whenever I see somebody, I see that one of those people. And you know what? I ain't got time for that bullshit. Like, I'm already single enough. Shit, I'm trying to, somebody trying to have a baby by me, baby. I ain't a millionaire though, but it's one of those things. I might be able to help pay for it. I doubt it though. So, yeah, that was just a question of the day. Forgiveness, man. Make sure you could just make sure not to carry anything extra, with you. If somebody does you wrong, man, I'm a big fan of 24 hours and move on. And within that 24 hours, if you can forgive that person for doing it, especially if they feel remorse. Now, if they don't feel remorse, tell them to sit and spin. I mean, it is what it is. But don't hold it. Don't hold it inside you, because stress and all that shit does nothing but negatively affect you and your body. So, that being said, what's on your mind, AG?
First of all, R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner. That dude I felt was like family. I grew up with that dude. I didn't know we were so close in age. In fact, we're the same age. And it's just like, when I heard that, it bothered me. I was like, I don't know him. But I would say of the 3 deaths that off the top of my head that happened last week, that's the one that bothered me the most. I mean, wow. So, just RIP for him, his family, anybody that's in his orbit, because I know it's a big loss. So that's first. Second, understanding how to cook is a big deal. I mean, like, if you can go to the store and get a bag of this, some flour and some butter and some milk or buttermilk or heavy cream, and make a meal. That's an important skill for men to learn. And what I mean by that is, if you're young, like if you're like 20 or, between 20 and 30, I'm letting you know right now, these women ain't trying to help you. And actually, they don't even know how. So they're giving themselves less leverage than they had like just 20 years ago. Because before, women could cook, but they would use it as a weapon. They would use it as leverage or some way entice you. But they wouldn't do it on the regular because that's beneath them. Now it's to the point where they can't even cook. Well, see, here's the thing. If you can cook your own food and you have a job and you're gainfully employed, I'm not talking about you got to make over 100 grand. That's not what I consider gainfully employed. Gainfully employed is you have some benefits, you make 50 and you keeping it moving. You paying your rent, you paying your mortgage, you're doing what you're doing. You're gainfully employed. And you can cook to the point to where she ain't got to cook nothing. That
Sounds
means...
like Babyface.
Say what?
Sounds like Babyface.
Well, see, here's the
thing. As soon as I get home from work, I'll pay your rent.
This is what Babyface doesn't teach you. Babyface doesn't teach you is like, okay, I'm doing all these things. You're doing none of it, and you're not giving me any sex. Get out.
That's real.
You don't have any value. You named something. Ask a woman this, especially if they're young. What value do you have for me? Now, I'm not saying you don't have value. That's not what I'm saying. You're a child of God. God made you. He felt like if he's going to go through the trouble of making you, you're important. That's another conversation altogether. What I'm saying to you is when you walk up on a woman and she's really pretty, ask yourself this. So you'll be clear when you ask her the same thing. What other than a pretty face do you give me? Because that fine, I can't believe you can cook. You're too young. And then eventually you're going to act like, okay, it's your birthday, I'll give you something. What? No. So if you're not doing those basic things, why am I spending all this money and time and effort on you? Because it's natural for a dude to do it. And I'm not going to say you a simp because you're doing that. But what I am saying is, because of all the things that you have that will benefit this woman just by existing, because all she's doing really is existing, right? If she's not doing anything for you, all she's doing is existing and she's reaping all these benefits. She's not putting out any effort at all. Yet her life has gotten better at least 2 times. Only thing I want you to ask is to ask yourself while you're at the grocery store, being able to cook things from scratch. Like, I want some Hardee's biscuits, I got you. I want refried beans, I got you. Ask that woman, what in the world do you do to earn all of the things I give you? You got insurance. You got somebody to back you up financially or completely take care of you financially. You got somebody to lift whatever or kill a bug. You got all of these things and you ain't got to give up no pussy. You ain't got to even do it right. When you do it, give up the pussy. What exactly do you bring to the table? And no, being the table, you're not anything. You're not anything. You're not the table. Stop it. So what exactly do you bring to this table? Because really, if we want to talk about the table, I had to build the table for me to be able to ask you out to start with. So what are you going to put on it? A lot of these women don't have nothing to put on it. Fellas, you have a gold mine. Be vigilant in who you give it to. Your value and your gifts and all the things that make you a dude are as important as her. And if you think having a kid matters, number one, it's a choice for them to give you a child. Number two, or 1A, you can adopt a child just like they can. Play their game. All them single moms out there that taught me I ain't shit. I'm just I'm just a sperm bank. And then they can just go out and pay a lawyer to get all the paperwork right and adopt a child. Oh, don't think you can't do it neither.
and you are gainfully employed. So again, understand how valuable you are. I don't have these problems anymore, but I used to. So they are not the prize. You are the prize, because I promise you, anytime somebody broke me off and I didn't have to do anything, I mean, I don't really consider myself a prize. The person that helped me was the prize. The person that helped me was the blessing. But they out here treating you like you ain't nothing. No.
You ain't shit.
Well, just make sure that you ask yourself these basic questions, because that will help you get through a lot of heartache, a lot of wasted money you'll never see. Because if they lead with something that feels like entitlement, keep it moving. So that's what's on my mind. Cooking from scratch.
All right. Thank you. I got a couple things on my mind. First thing. One. Hey. You have family, and then you have friends who are your family. Make sure that you let all of them understand and know that you love them. First thing. Because you never know what can happen. And, it is what it is, man. Like, that's all I want to say about that. Number two. As a single man, I joke up here a lot. I have my own insecurities, but I know what I'm worth. So I'll say to anyone out there, man, woman, hey, know what you're worth. Know what you will put up with and what you won't, what you expect and what you don't. And, I'm gonna be honest with you, the best thing, the absolute best thing that a woman can give a man is truth and honesty. Because, especially at my age, I ain't trying to dig around and find out anything. I'm just not. Like, we grown ass adults here. And if we ain't gonna act like grown ass adults, then I guess you're not supposed to be hanging with me. Because grown ass adults talk. And, that sort of thing. And number three, my only complaint in life, which is not even a complaint. It's just, I get it. It's my bodily makeup, man. And I can't do nothing about it, man. Bro, I've been here since the 8th of July. On the 9th of July, I cut my hair and I cut my face. I don't grow hair for shit. I don't grow facial hair for shit. I don't grow head hair for shit. I ain't got no hair on my arms, but damn. I want to grow a beard like you, AG. It'll take me 6 months to grow some shit like that. I'm not sitting here acting to go to hair club for men or nothing, but I'm just like, Jesus. Like, you see some people, they sit around for 2 weeks, man. They Jesus. And I'm just like, I look like a baby face dude 2 weeks ago. What's the pubic hair on my face? Like, that's all I'm saying, man. I just want a beard, man. So that's all. We ain't nothing nobody can do about that. It's a whole bunch of genetic stuff, and I'm not going to hair club for men just so I can get a Moby beard. That's not happening. I don't need all that. That's too much anyway. And then, I don't need hair like Prince because I just cut it all off anyway because I hate hair. So it's just the fact that I just don't grow.
Wait, back up. So, you hate hair, but you're complaining about the beard you can't grow.
I know, right? It's crazy shit ever. I just want an opportunity to sit here. Yo, man, it takes me 2 weeks to get a 5 o'clock shadow, man. I'm saying.
You always running late.
Always, man. Always. But there's some dudes that cut their face in the morning. By by 3:30, they got a half beer going. I'm just like, what are you eating? Can I get some of that? What you eating? Shit, I need that. But nah, man, love yourself, regardless of what things you have or don't have. So, and that's all I really want to say. Like, thank everybody for listening to us tonight, whether you listen to us live on the podcast or you listen to us on the recording of the podcast. Yeah, we've been a little behind, but we're catching up. It's been crazy. Me being sick and losing toes and shit and all that, but we catching up. It is what it is. Check us out on social media. As you can tell below, please like and subscribe to us on Apple, on Spotify, on YouTube. We're everywhere. Also on TikTok and Instagram, and we ain't on X no more because F them. We ain't doing that. So, but with that being said, thank you for listening. Thank you to AG for being here on the show today. Mo B will hopefully be back with us next week. Hey man, thunderstorms and stuff. You ain't got no power, you can't do nothing. I get it. Nobody ain't mad at that. I just hope him and his family are safe. And I hope y'all stay safe too. And next week we'll be back 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell someone about us. We've been doing this for almost 6 years, and we're gonna keep doing it until the wheels fall off, baby. So, of course, AG, this is me, Ruben, of course. Peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.